Hey guys, this is the Crypto Jarhead with a Thorn Coin update, okay? I went ahead and started that LTS, and about an hour later, this showed up. And man, I wish they'd put that out like an hour sooner, because this answers my question. So, they've been getting a whole lot of emails about how it works and all that. People asking, is it staking? Is it lending? You know, what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. So, they're not associated with USDT, which is Tether for those that don't know. But they're going to use it for the explanation just to make it simpler. So, for the Pro, you got 8 Tether per Thorn on your stake. So, 1,000 token stake, man, it was worth $8,000 in Tether, which is, you know, it's tethered to the US dollar, right? More or less. Not 100% exactly, but close enough for layman's terms for us to go ahead and just view that as $1, $1 US dollar. So basically what they're saying, your interest is calculated on the USDT amount of your stake and then converted to Thorn at the minimum $8 US. So they will not pay less than $8 a token. What this means is it really makes 0 sense right now, like at all, to do long-term staking while the price of Thorn is below $8, because you're not even going to get as much Thorn as you should. Now, you know, so for example, if you had 1,000 Thorn and you staked it today at, you know, whatever. I haven't looked at Thorn since this morning, so, you know, maybe it's up to $2. I don't know, but let's just say it's up to $2. So that's a $2,000 stake that you start. Well, it's going to pay you 1% of interest, right? So it's going to pay you $20 for interest today, but they're going to give you Thorn based on Thorn being $8. So you're going to get 2.5 Thorns instead of 10 Thorns, which is what you would get based off of the value of your interest if they were not dipping below this $8 price point. And it makes a lot of sense for them to not dip below that. They get into that later. It's for sustainability. Now, once the price on the exchange exceeds $8, then it will be a flat, whatever it is, going for on the exchange at midnight GMT. That is when they're going to lock in the next day's interest rate. Makes sense. You know, that's when they give us our interest. So they're just going to, okay, it's trading at $10 right now. $10. Here's your interest on $10. Go. So right there it says paying out under 8 is not logical, and it would damage the sustainability of the platform. Which is true, because they'd be giving out a whole lot of Thorn coins. We are here to provide a real long-term platform and will not make up money to keep people happy short-term, as that is not sustainable. Makes a whole lot of sense, you know. Now, I truly do not believe that even Thorn Coin, I do not believe in its long-term sustainable. I don't believe any of these are. But everything that Thorn is doing, they're trying to increase their longevity, which I completely support, because, hey, we're early investors. We're getting in early. So the longer they run, the more money we're going to put in our pockets by doing the 75-25 withdraw reinvest. You know, or if you don't want to do any of that, just withdrawing every day. You know, obviously, if it runs 3 months longer than you expected it to, well, there's 3 months of interest that you weren't really counting on, but hey, you'll take it, right? So let's see. Oh, and they do give an example here, which feel free to pause it. I'm not going to go over it because I actually already did. But they give an example of 1,000 coins at $2. They say they don't want to be compared with anyone. We are Thorn Coin, and you will never see us promising dreams or taking non-logical actions. There's a reason I like this so much, is I'm a very logic-based person. You know, I am passionate about what I do. I believe if you're going to do anything, you should be passionate about it. So I am passionate about crypto. I am passionate about these platforms. But I use logic to make my decisions. I do not let passion make my decisions for me. You know, that being said, I am human and I do make mistakes. You know, I don't have the luxury of being an AI like some other YouTubers. You know, especially other YouTubers that are a part of Team Us. Which, hello, Wolfpack. It's good to see you. Today's been a pretty good day for us. And lastly, last thing I want to go over, I got to make this quick. I'm on daddy duty. They're going to be adding a feature that will allow people to cancel their promo long-term stakes. That's that $8 stake that you made or didn't make before the exchange was launched. When it was, you know, they're doing their $8 promotional lending. You can't sell them, but you can lend them at $8. They're going to go ahead and allow you to cancel that. Now, the one thing that they do not necessarily make clear is they do have that if you have an active long-term stake, you're placed in the pool to get free referrals. One thing that is unclear, because they do not specify, is whether or not that only applies to people that did it during the $8 promo, which I can see, you know, logically I can see why they would make it open only to those early stakers. You know, it would cut down on the number of people that could be in that pool, hence more referrals for the people who are. You know, it's, you know, if you've got 1,000 people in that pool, you know, and 30,000 people end up signing up, each one of those guys is going to get 30. However, if you leave that open for everybody, you know, you might have 35,000 people end up in that pool, you know, and then everyone may not get a referral, or you may only get one or two, and who knows if those guys are going to invest heavily in stake. You know, you don't know what they're going to do because you don't even know them. That's the drawback of free referrals, is you have no idea what they're doing. You know, but either way, it's free money. So, you know, I'm not going to let that small little detail of I don't know these people and I have no idea what they're doing. I don't know what their plans are. Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't bother me because they're free referrals. You know, I didn't do anything to get them besides open up a stake at the first possible time that I could. Now, I can also see the logic in having them open that pool to anybody who has a long-term stake, because that is word for word what it says on their website. You know, and that makes sense too, because it's going to always give people a reason to stake instead of just short-term staking until they hit a certain price and then selling everything. You know, it'll give them another reason to long-term stake, and the more people that long-term stake is better for Thorn. That's simple numbers. So, like I said, I can see the logic and the points on both sides of that. You know, is this pool open only to the promo long-term stakers, or is it open to everybody? I can see both sides, and I have no idea if it's, you know, which the answer is. Either way, I'm not going to cancel my long-term stake at the promo price because, I mean, it's 25 Thorn. I'm not really too worried about it either way. The only reason I did that was to get referrals. So, you know, that's what I want out of it. If I get a single referral out of it, that is 25 Thorn well spent, in my opinion. But, you know, hey, you might be in a different boat. You know, you might have staked 1,000 long term, and you're not happy with that decision. You want, you know, you realize the ceiling that Thorn has is a lot higher than maybe you'd initially thought, and now you want to hold out for $20 or 30. You know, so if you're one of those people, there will be an option. You will be able to cancel your long-term stake. I do not know if they will take back the interest. They do not say that. Or if it's simply that they're just going to stop the stake, give you back your Thorn, and that's the end of that. You know, no idea. I'm not canceling, so if I hear anything about that, I will keep you posted. You know, I'm trying to bring information to people, but I'm not going to be digging too deep on that. So this answers a lot of questions we've had over the past couple of days. You know, and I'm very glad that they put this out. I just kind of wish that they'd put this out an hour before they did, before I staked another 25 Thorn at $1. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. You know, it is, I mean, 25 Thorn's not a whole lot of Thorn, you know, so with that being said, though, if it was at $50, I'd be a little more upset than I am with it at $1 or $2. But, you know, hey, whatever. That's the continuing price of my crypto education. You know, if you're not learning something every day, then you're probably not having a very productive day. So that is, you know, this answers a lot of questions that we had. I'm going to slowly scroll over everything, this entire thing, so that if you want to pause the video at something that caught your eye that I didn't go over, or if you want to see it for yourself, feel free to do so. As always, guys, thank you very much. You know, I really do love watching the view counts on my videos. You know, all over your comments. It's unbelievable to me how much support I'm getting for this, and I absolutely love it. So, and we have another subscriber that did the exact same thing I did. Michael Weston, let me know your results, and I'll compare them with mine. But we already have our answer. Let's just, you know, just to double check the math to see what's going on, you know. But it does sound about right. It does sound about right. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Have a good night. Sweet dreams, all that stuff. For everyone else, good morning. Have a great day.